Hey guys, okay, so I have a follow-up to the video I made the other day, about being invited to the dream I had, okay? This is my old boss's yard. It's beautiful. I added the mountain in the background, to sort of make you see what I saw in my dream. The mountain was smoking, and it was a pool party. And I've never attended a pool party there before. The parties I went to, I was working. And, like, as a, like, taking care of them and cleaning up. I was a housekeeper at this house. It was awesome. It was beautiful just to go to work. Anyway, I had a dream, I think, in, like, January, February, I'm not sure. After I had left my job. And I was at a pool party, like I said, there with my son, and it was actually in the evening. It wasn't bright like this, but I saw the mountain in the background smoking, and in my spirit I knew we have to go now. It's time to go. Like, this is it. And so I told my son we have to go, and we didn't even change our clothes. We just got out of the pool, and I didn't say anything to anybody. I just left. But before I left, I was sort of standing in the parking lot, 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out, just standing there kind of looking at the scene, and looking at the people. And in my spirit, it was like, even if I would be like making a fuss right now, nobody would change what they're doing. So this is it. Like, I have to go now. It's time to go. So it made me feel like the volcano was very important as to when, like, the big event, happens. I kind of feel like the war and the volcanoes are going to happen at the same time. I feel almost like the seals and the trumpets are going to happen at the same time. And maybe that's why it says that Babylon is come to ruins in one day. What was I gonna say? So since I left my job quite a while ago, I only spoke to my old boss a couple times, and it was just, hey, how are you? Good. How are you? Good. Okay, bye. So it was surprising to me when I received an invitation the other day to a pool party. So I want to show it to you. But first, this was sunrise one morning. I mean, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had the pleasure of house sitting often because, my ugly toes, when they go on vacation, they need somebody to take care of the dogs and sometimes the kids. And there I was. So it was a pretty cool life there for a while. And there's Luna. Once I realized her name was Moon, that just hit me today, actually. I started thinking about all their names and everything. And but, yeah. My coffee cup and Luna. So there's the mountain. Okay, so here's the invitation. There's triplets. And it's their graduation party. And it is on June 23rd. And at the bottom, it says, bring a suit for a swim or hot tub. It's a pool party. It's outside. So I took June 23rd, not as a literal day, although it could be, who knows. But I took the numbers 623, and I put them through a couple times away in the Strong's Concordance, both in Hebrew and Greek. I wish I had these in like a better order here. So first, I put 623 together for June 23rd, and it is Apollyon, and it is of 622. That's important. But it's a destroyer, example Satan, so that's important. These all tie together. It's really crazy. And then 2018 is destruction, overthrow. And I thought it was really interesting that it was the feminine, because I'm starting to wonder. I know it says he in the Bible, but I've also noticed that there's a lot of interchangeable, gender associations there. I'm starting to wonder if the Antichrist is a woman. Anyway, because it says, harlot and the whore of Babylon. So anyway, this is the feminine version and of destruction and overthrow. And then in Hebrew, 623, which is also from 622. So both in Hebrew and Greek, it means collector. And it is of the family of the first. That's the first rapture, if you ask me. Okay, and then I separated it, and look at this. Again, when I separated the numbers, there's that 622 number again. So that's a third witness in both languages and 3 different numbers. So I know that it's important. So I'll get back to that. But 23 by itself means father of gathering. Hello. Oop, there we go with that again. Isn't that cool? Now in Hebrew, oh, I said that already. Now 6 by itself in Hebrew. This, to me, shows the separation of the church during the rapture. Because again, like the unbelievers, they're going to be falling for the strong delusions because they haven't been warned about it. The ones that are going to be wise and refined in the fire. I know Israel is supposed to be refined. I know that it says that in the Bible. But I also know, because of the things God has shown me repeatedly, including scripture, that there will be a division in the church during the rapture. Those who are not repentant and who are not on fire for God right now, they're not going anywhere. And I'm sorry to say that. Anyway, so 6 by itself, to wander away, to lose oneself, to perish, destroy. And again, remember, destroyer was part of this. These are all connected. To break, destroy, not escape, fail, lose, perish, be undone, to be void of, to have no way to flee, to not escape. Now 6 in Strong's is Abel. Now that is the good son. There's so much division within these numbers. They're good and bad, and they're all about family and either escape or no way to escape. It's crazy. So 23 in Greek, much grief, to be greatly afflicted, displeased, to be moved with indignation. I think I can find all of those words in the tribulation scriptures. Now, 622 in Hebrew. So we had the separation there of the number 23 when we did it separately. And that was from 1 and 622. That was father of gathering. But remember, we saw 622 3 times here. So that number is important. And it means to gather for any purpose. To receive, take away, remove. At the same time, leave behind, consume, destroy. But put up, restore, assemble, like the great assembly. To bring, to gather in together up. Receive, recover, reward. Surely take away into up. It keeps saying up and withdraw. Now that was Hebrew, so I think I did that twice. Okay, hold on. Which is when I swore up, down, left, and right, God told me to expect his return. The confusion with the months and stuff, whatever. But you know what I remembered? Well, what I thought of? I do think that the barley harvest being late at the beginning of last year, when they should have held the beginning of the year an extra month, I do think that mattered. Because God didn't say to throw in a leap year every so often years. He said when the harvest is ready, then you start your year, and it was not ready. So I do think we are a month behind. But also, remember that boy who had the open vision? It wasn't a dream. It was a vision from God. And I don't know the details on it. I don't know, I look like garbage, that he said, I know that it came out as Friday and then Sunday. Okay, I don't know if that was because, you know, the day before Easter or Passover day or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. But one of the things that he, you know, because if we didn't truly pass Passover, the boy's not wrong. But one of the things that somebody said, I think later they had a dream that a boy said that he didn't mean to give the wrong time, but he was 2 hours late or 2 weeks late or something like that. So if we are truly a month behind, a month plus 2 weeks would be the 17th, I do believe. Although the full moon is on the 15th, I do believe. I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, also, you know, half of my dreams led me to the 70th anniversary party that they just had. Clearly, nothing happened. But, you know, it hasn't passed yet. Their actual 70th anniversary on our calendar. So, the Lord gave me the moon to hang in there. You know, brought Easter and Passover back. And I know what he tells me. And so I'm happy and excited, but it's really surreal, and we just need to keep praying for each other till the end. I'll talk to you guys later. Speaking of feminine and family, if you are so annoyed with this number, I don't think there will be anything new. It's just tying more of it together. But this is one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. I heard this number when I woke up one morning a few months ago, and as time goes on, it seems to be more and more relevant. So I heard the number 4163. It is a feminine of 4161, a family descent going forth, rapture of the bride. So since it is a feminine of 4161, I looked at 4161, and it is a going forth, the act, an exit, the rising of the sun, the east, exportation, a gate, a meadow as producing grass. I'll get back to that in a few moments. Brought out, that which came out, going forth, goings out, that thing that is gone out, outgoing, proceeded out, springs. But do you see at the top, it says from 3318. So I'm like, okay, let's keep going. Here it ends. This is the root. And it is to go, causatively bring out, assuredly bear out, begotten. That is like all of the labor verses in Revelation 12, in Jeremiah, in Isaiah, and so on. Break out, bring forth, out and up, carry out, come out. Departing, departure, draw forth, in the end, escape, fetch out, get away, go abroad, forth, on, out, going out, have forth out, issue out, lead out, pluck out, pull out, be risen, send with commandment, shoot forth, spring out, stand out, surely take forth at any time, to and fro, utter. Okay, now the ones that are highlighted in green, hot green, escape, fail, surely, and utter. Those are all in the ones I just read to you, from the date of the party. Now, to and fro, does that sound familiar to you guys? Like maybe Daniel 12:4. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the end of time, when all of the secrets are going to be told. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Yeah. And now to tie something else together. In the green as producing grass. That made me think of pink moon that blooms in spring. The flowers. It's named after the flowers that bloom in spring. Spring is in the number he gave me. Okay, but in the green, sprouting grass, moon. It's also called that. So those two things connected to that number. Fish moon, it's also called, which is Jesus. Hare moon, like a bunny. Egg moon, like an Easter egg. And Paschal moon, like, boom, relating to Easter and the Jewish Passover, which is